Hey guys, what's up? It's Christian from SuperKamiGuru9000, and that is Corey.
Sup?
Look at that. And we are here to review Naruto Chapter 568.
That was not
632. I was not impressed with the color page.
So after a somewhat lackluster color page, we are finally treated to the actual chapter this week, and it opens up with all of Team 7 standing triumphantly together, and all of the original Rookie 9 are sort of watching on as they see that everybody's finally back together, and it's very nostalgic, and kind of like the last chapter when Sasuke came back in, they're kind of reacting in the same exact way that we are. We're just like, whoa, it's really great to see them. It's not really been like this since the Chunin exam. But Kiba's the only one who's actually kind of being rational about all of this, but everybody's sort of ignoring him. He's like, does anybody remember the time when Sasuke went to the Kage Summit and murdered a ton of samurai? No one. No one remembers that. No, it's okay. He's going to become Hokage, so everybody gets to be buddies again. But this is really cool, though. We're going to, push that stuff aside and talk about that later. Everybody is finally together going to combat against the Ten Tails, which is getting ready to unlock...
So the Ten Tails is going crazy now that it's stuck in this barrier, and all the Hokages are still around it, like standing point and making shit happen. And the Ten Tails is like, I am getting out of here, and shoots one of its beast bombs right at the walls. But instead of like breaking the barrier, it just goes like straight up and hits the Ten Tails again. And the first Hokage uses this as to take a time to let everyone in. And now that Team 7 and everyone has had their nostalgia moments, they all like rush in to fuck up the Ten Tails. And it's at this time that the first Hokage sends out clones. And a clone goes up to Madara, and Madara's like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just let you guys steal the Ten Tails, and whenever you're ready, we're going to go, like, one-on-one. I don't want to fight a clone. And, honestly, this is my favorite part of this whole chapter, because anything to do with Madara is pretty badass. And this
you like seeing Madara be a prima donna little bitch?
I enjoy
because
that.
Because he didn't get to fight against the real Madara?
Yeah, I thought that was funny, because it just, like, builds his character up to be, like, so, I don't know, as, he has, like, obvious weaknesses, but he's so old school, and I think that's funny. And, like, they just won't let that first Hokage-Madara relationship go. They're like, that's, like, just as important as, like, Naruto Sasuke now, and I find it
all
funny.
I know is Madara needs to pull the pride stick right out of his ass.
It is stuck up there, though, for sure.
So the first Hokage's clones have opened up this little area so that all of the characters can go through the barrier and start fucking up the Ten Tails. That's when we learn the Ten Tails has this other new ability. It can create clones from its body. And it does this in this really great panel. You get to see it creates these clones that are all really different shapes and sizes. They're all creepy looking. Some of them look like these giant ogres with like these blades on their arms, and they have horns on their heads. Some of them resemble like these little wolves with spikes all over their back. There's even this one I saw in a little panel that had like these giant horns on its head that was really teeny looking. It was real creepy and really visceral and almost berserk-esque in a sense. Just really creepy looking. So
Absolutely.
All the characters start to fight against them, Naruto and Sasuke, and then we get this great scene with Sakura, which I know the fans are just going to absolutely love. They do this little flashback where, during the Chunin exam where she was in the Forest of Death, and she made that proclamation that she wasn't going to let Naruto and Sasuke get ahead of her anymore, and she wasn't going to have to look at their backs anymore, and that now they're going to have to look at her back. And she immediately jumps into the fray, and she starts punching against one of these weird clones, and just, blam, it just explodes. It's one of the coolest things ever, and then she jumps up into the air, and she does this really crazy punching technique where she hits the ground and basically just destroys the entire battlefield and pretty much takes out just about all of these clones. And it's really, really awesome. What's great about this scene is that she's actually activating that same ability that Tsunade uses, and she's using it to an even crazier degree. And Shizune even explains that she's been storing up power for like 3 years. So this is a really awesome technique, and it doesn't really seem to have any like negative effects on Sakura either. And this just keeps building up and building up, because then another of the clones tries to attack Sakura, but then it ends on the final panel with both Naruto and Sasuke coming in, both using some of their signature techniques to take out these clones. You got Naruto with his Rasen Shuriken, which explodes on impact, and then you got Sasuke, who has that weird like Amaterasu sword that he like swings, and it has these like blades of Amaterasu fire go off, and then it catches it on fire, and then that's we have all three of Team 7 standing together again, this time all of them in their like super powered up states. So this is really awesome, because now Naruto has like a super powered form, Sasuke has like all of his Sharingan abilities and everything, and Sakura now is no longer just the medical ninja who can punch really hard. Now she has all those awesome Tsunade abilities as well. So the legendary Sannin have officially been reborn.
Absolutely. It is great to see Team 7 back together again, and it's just awesome to see that they all can like fight on equal playing. So the future for the next Naruto chapter is really bright, and I can't wait to see some more of this combat.
Just really, really fun chapter. This one was for the Sakura fans, definitely.
No, definitely.
Especially because, over the last couple months, she's been sort of getting shit on a little bit. And it's good to see that Kishimoto is finally giving some love to this character and showing why she's really fun to read. And, all the panels this week when she was fighting against the clones, I thought those were awesome. I loved the big punch scene. And there were a lot of other little panels that I just really enjoyed that were not even that, big a deal. Like, I loved Hashirama commanding all of the Rookie 9, telling them to go off and fight. I just thought that was
panel with him there, and they're all jumping over and everything.
Something about that scene is just I never thought anything like that would happen in the series. It's just really, really cool. And what's really great about all of this is kind of all the main battles have essentially been set up at this point. You have Kakashi and Obito, you have Madara and Hashirama, and then you have the final battle, which is going to be with the Ten Tails. And then you got Naruto and Sasuke. They're going to have their Hokage battle. So that's pretty much everything is set up perfectly here. And this was just a fun chapter. You had monsters, you had Sakura, you had some great Hashirama moments. So for me personally, I'm going to give it a 10, man. I know that may be a little presumptuous, but I think Sakura is a cool character. I think she's a badass. And, I'm just a sucker for, big punches.
Big punches and explosions.
Beams. Shit, crazy eye techniques. It doesn't matter to me. If I get just a big boom, it's the coolest thing ever to me. I don't know. It just pumps me up.
I just really thought last week... Here's the thing. Let me ask you this question. Yeah. What is better, last week's chapter or this week's chapter? Because I still like last week's chapter more, for some reason.
I like last week's chapter, but it was mostly ooh, it's cool to see them there. This week, we got action. Not only did Sakura get to do something really cool and take out all those people... But you basically had Hashirama acting like Captain America from the Avengers and telling them how to do everything perfectly.
But he's also the strong one, unlike in the movies.
And in the final page, you got Naruto and Sasuke working together, using signature techniques to save Sakura. It's just, the characters are back. They're a team again. It's fantastic.
You make a good point. So, honestly, this chapter of Naruto, epic. Read it. Illegally.
And then purchase it when it's released.
And then purchase it.
Seriously, go out and purchase the manga. Watch the anime series. Naruto is at its height right now. It's really, really fun. So I know there's at least 5 Sakura fans out there, and I know you're pretty excited about this week's chapter. And we'd love to know what you guys thought by letting us know your comments below. Now, you guys probably know the drill by now. Make sure and hit that like button so you can give this video a thumbs up. It's definitely one of the best ways to support our videos.
Thank you. Hey, we also have other videos. Whoa! Honk, honk. If you'd like to check them out, this one is called Dragon Ball Z Movie 7 Review. It's floating above Corey's cranium. And it's honestly one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z movie reviews that we've done in a while. So go check it out. We work super hard on these videos, so...
Fucking watch it.
Watch it!
Watch it. And next to Christian's cabeza is fucking my review on Attack on Titan episodes 4 and 5. If you like series about giant fucking fleshy people eating smaller fleshy people, it's pretty fucking cool. Check it out. Thumbs up and subscribe.